All right, when it comes to the economy, many are wondering when the Federal Reserve will lower interest rates. Those are the rates banks charge each other to borrow and lend.
CNN's Jen Sullivan explains what the Fed looks at when adjusting those rates.
Interest rates impact the cost to borrow money for things like a mortgage, car payments, even credit card debt. Fed rates have remained between 4.25 and 4.5% since December of last year. The Federal Reserve will announce on September 17th whether we'll see any changes to those rates. So what does the Fed look at when considering lowering rates? One report is the Consumer Price Index, which measures the change in price for a variety of goods each month.
The CPI is a measure of inflation that is really most relevant to consumers.
Greg McBride with Bankrate says the CPI is just one of many reports the Federal Reserve looks at when considering lowering interest rates. This latest CPI report released Tuesday shows inflation ticked up 0.2% in July, and overall, inflation is up 2.7% from a year ago.
This could be the calm before the storm.
The Federal Reserve also looks at unemployment numbers and overall economic growth. Many financial experts like McBride worry President Donald Trump's tariffs could make inflation worse.
I'm bracing for a series of elevated inflation readings.
Many businesses loaded up their warehouses with pre-tariffed goods, so experts fear we haven't seen the full impact of those tariffs on prices.
It might take a few more months before those fully make their way to the consumer, and as a result, I expect inflation's going to pick up.
McBride says it's too early to tell whether the Fed will lower rates in September. They'll look at August CPI report and the next jobs report. But if inflation goes up, a rate cut may not happen. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.